everyone. Am I Shruti?
Yep, you are.
Welcome everyone to another Newcomers meeting. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for making another day to attend this meeting. And we just wait for like 2 minutes for others to join in. Plus, please, as they join in, I'm going to paste the meeting minutes, the link on the chat. Please do well to like add your name. Feel free to add any topic or any question you want to talk about or discourse. You can add it to the Google Doc, and we'll be sure to take care of that. Oh, Shriti just sent it. That's great. Just add your name and your topics. Thanks.
Hey everybody, thanks for the intro, Ruth. Before we'll wait for about 2-3 minutes for people to join us. Before that, let me give a little backdrop on this meeting. We take an hour every week for newcomers in the community, for any new people who have joined in that, maybe in that month, maybe even before. And we have a semi-formal session where you can post up any doubts, any questions concerning the Layer5 projects, concerning how to get started, either with the projects or with any particular tech stack that you are trying to learn or that you're trying to get into, revolving around the Layer5 projects mostly. Um, I'm Shruti. Um, you can find me on this by the same name on Slack. Ruth will be introducing the meeting today. Again, you can find her on the same name on Slack. The meeting minutes link that I just sent on the chat, those are a community effort. So go ahead, add your name to the attendees list, and as Ruth said, add any topic to the agenda that you want to. Um, we don't follow a very strict rule there exactly. You can go ahead and simply throw in your topic with the agenda, and we'll get to it at some point or the other. This is different from the community meeting or from any other meeting because, well, it's a newcomers meeting, which means that you can put up any silly questions, or we don't really believe there are any silly questions, but you can put up any questions and we'll get them answered for you. This is one of the best places to start out because, well, you get a verbal response in contrast to a response in Slack, which is usually more helpful, I believe. So do speak up in these meetings, do pose your questions and get them answered. And if we don't answer them, well, ask again. I'm sure we will. Um, well, we do have this tradition of going around and asking everybody to introduce themselves, especially in a newcomers meeting. Anybody wanna have the first go before I start calling out on people?
Um, Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so I'll be introducing myself. Hi everyone, I am Ayush Kumar. I joined Layer 5 6 days back, and this is my first newcomers meeting. So, about myself, I am a third year undergraduate pursuing my computer science degree. I'm a student from India. Regarding the tech stack that I know, is it of any interest here? Shruti, can you
Yeah,
help me on this?
well, you can go ahead and tell us, and we'll
All
help you
right.
get started in the right direction. But yeah, sure, go
All
ahead.
right. Sure. Uh, the tech stack, I usually prefer Python, but I have been working with React and I'm learning Go. I am using DevOps tools like Docker, Kubernetes, and CI/CD. So that's all the tech stack that I use usually.
My ears are being
Anything
perked
else?
up with the Go mention. I think we
Yeah.
talked about it in Slack too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll help you get started. Your meshmate is Kush, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Were you able to connect with him?
Uh, I have requested him to schedule a meeting. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, he's a little
I'll
busy
wait
this
for a
week.
response.
He'll respond back for sure.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I've heard of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
have
kind of a
heard that
superstar around
he's
here.
actually. Yeah. All right. Anything else you would like to ask me, anyone? All right, I will take my leave.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Piyush? Piyush Thange, are you still with us? All right. If you're having audio issues, do send a comment in the chat, and we'll come back to you. Shivam Singh.
Hi Shriti, this is
Hey.
Shivam. I joined the I am a newcomer, but this is not my first meeting. I was there yesterday in the developers meeting too. So I am trying to learn Go right now. I also spoke with Nupur about that, and together we're trying to do something, solve some beginner issues and all that.
Nice. Did you find any issue to solve yet, or did you find any issues to pick up yet?
Yeah, I was searching today, and I saw a nice issue, but instead of being Go, it was a front end issue. So I sent a PR. It has not been reviewed yet, and yeah, but I haven't got any Go issue till now.
Well, Go related specific issues. I'll have to go look actually, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
there
yeah,
are some.
that's not an issue.
Yeah. Well, Nupur is the best person you can stick to if you are looking forward to Go or Kush. So you're in safe hands. You'll find something. If you don't, we'll find you something.
Mhm.
Okay. Um,
Uh,
Anybody? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I have a doubt. After sending a PR, do we need to ask the maintainers to have a look, or they have it automatically? Like it gets tagged in the issue, right? So
Yeah.
what should be the next
Which
step?
repo did you send a PR to?
um, Layer 5 ng website.
Yeah, the maintainer would be Tanuj, I suppose. Um, when did you send it?
um, a few
Approximately?
hours back.
Yeah, so the general decent open source practices is to at least wait a day or two, a business
Hmm.
day or two,
Hmm.
for people to respond back.
Okay, 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 thank you so much.
No issues. Um, Next person. Take it up, guys. This is an open meeting. Go ahead.
Hello,
Hey.
My name is Suraj, and I am learning front-end technologies. Uh, Currently, I am learning React, but I saw many issues on that for the beginners. But it take some time to set up my environment on my local desktop, and if it will be better if you tell me about that Layer5 ng and Layer5 and sign off. What is that sign off commit?
Oh, the DCO check, you mean? Suraj?
Yeah,
Do you mean the DCO check?
sorry.
Never mind. So signing off on commits is basically something like a public signature that you send along with your commit, which basically helps us trace it back to you. It's a
Okay.
requirement for a lot of open
Okay,
source.
for every commit we have to do that.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
It's a auto-generated check, which basically means that you'll have a negative check mark on your PR if you don't, and it won't be accepted that way. You
Okay.
can set up your environment to auto do it for you. Which OS do you use?
Windows.
I'm guessing you use VS Code. Most people do.
Bracket.
All right. I'm not sure how to do in bracket, but I'm pretty sure it can be done. Just Google how to set up sign of commits automatically.
Okay, okay.
If you don't want to do it or automate it, you can just append the git commit um,
Okay, yeah.
template command with a dash s or double dash sign off, which does the same thing for you.
Okay.
Sure. Sure. Um, Great. Nice to have you. Next person. Um, Abdulaziz, if I'm not pronouncing that right. If I am, please correct me. Uh, Mr. Nasu, Abdulaziz Nasu.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hey, uh, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
my name is Nasu Abdulaziz. Joining the Layer 5 meeting, and I'm a beginner to open source project. So I don't I don't know how to find my way around open source. That's why, and I've not made any contribution since I've joined Layer 5. So I'm still trying to figure out how to make my contributions count and all that.
Nice. What do you work with usually? What have you worked with? Or what are you trying to work with?
JavaScript
Oh,
and
nice.
Ruby.
Nice. Um, I'm guessing one of these side projects will be a better platform for you. Have you tried the no, not the RefNG project. I think you can
Come
look
again.
into the SMP project. They do have a recurring site reformatting going on. I'll send you the repo link. Is that okay?
I'm not hearing. The network is breaking. Come again, please.
Oh, sure. One of the places that you can work with Ruby and JavaScript is would be the SMP site project. They have a recurring or a live site project going on in which they're reformatting the existing site. I'll send you the repo link that should get you started.
Okay, okay. I will appreciate.
Great. All
Thank
right.
you.
No issues. Navendu, do you want to introduce yourself? Navendu? Uh,
Yeah, I'm Navendu, and this is actually my second meeting. I just hopped in on the meeting yesterday, and I'm looking to work on Mashery and basically on the back end and learn Go language and all. So yeah,
nice.
good to meet you.
Nice. Have you worked with Go before?
No, actually, like I'm pretty new to cloud native development. So like I haven't used microservices before. Like I haven't like done a big scaling on Kubernetes and all. So like this is all new to me, and like I'm just learning.
Nice. You'll find a lot of people to learn with here, I think. Um, Anybody else? Olushesi Tohib? Again, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Please correct me.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah, good afternoon.
afternoon.
A second, please. I'm coming.
Sure.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Toyib Olushisi. So I'm new to contributing to open source projects. So I just feel like lately, I feel like if I should give it a shot, it might increase my what's it called, my skills and experience in my field actually. Like so, I do JavaScript and React. So I've talked to what's it called, and thanks so much to Ruth. So she gave me a call this morning. Like we had a call. She walked me through the whole thing, the layer 5 and everything. So she gave me a better idea because I don't have any idea before. So and immediately she assigned a what's it called, an issue to me, which I will be doing lately. I mean later. What's it called today? And just that. So I'm looking forward to contribute to more what's it called, more project and grow in my skills, and that's
That's great. Ruth, on to you.
Okay, thanks everyone for the introduction. That was really great. Okay, so the next thing, like I said earlier, you could add your topics, whatever you want to discuss. You could add it up on the meeting minutes. The link will be posted on the channel on chat section, so you could add up whatever question you have, or whatever confusion you have. So I'm going to do a quick intro on the Layer 5 project. So I'm going to start from using the this particular minute meeting, because like there are so many resources here on the community meeting minutes. So Shruti, could I share my screen a sec while I navigate? Oh, thanks, Shruti.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So is my screen visible?
Not yet. Yep, it is.
Okay, great. So, like I said, I'm going to navigate through the Layer 5 project and where to find all the resources. There are so many resources here. If you look at this area, you'd see so many resources here. You could check out, so at the information area, you could check out our calendar. You could check out the Layer 5 calendar and subscribe to the community calendar. A link to the Slack channel is here. Then you could check out the GitHub topics that are available. You could check our YouTube channel, and this I want to stress on the YouTube channel. So usually on the newcomers meeting, we usually like run tutorials, which for the past I think for the past 6 weeks, we've been going on the newcomers meeting. We've had like a couple of tutorials, which will be really, really helpful to you contributing to Layer 5. We've had Go tutorials, we've had setting up Meshery, we've had first hand contributing to Layer 5, a run through. We've had like different tutorials, which are all up on the YouTube channel. So you could also go there and watch like recordings, because every meeting, even this particular meeting, is being recorded. So you could go to the Layer 5 YouTube channel to catch up on all those meetings you missed, even the community meetings. So many resources, video resources are available on the YouTube channel. And please also don't forget to subscribe to it. Then also you would have like a link to the Layer 5 drive. So if you navigate here, you could view the Google Drive, and then you have the link for the Zoom call is always here. We usually run this, like Shruti mentioned earlier. It's a newcomers meeting where we run it every Thursday to welcome newcomers and take in topics, or take on tutorials. So you could also attend the next one. Or then you have the guide area. Now we have the first timers welcome guide. This is a really great resource. It's a really great resource for you to go through and understand a whole lot about what you should do or what you can do, how to take up an issue, how to contribute. There's a whole lot of resources, or a whole lot of information rather, on the newcomers guide, on the first timers guide rather. Also we have the layer 5 repository overview. So now this resource is another important, really important resource, because uh in layer 5 we have I think up to 44 repositories. So it would help you better understand where you fit in or what each project is about. So as a newcomer, you could look at all these resources. It will help you understand which project, what the stack, the particular stack. If you're a front end developer or a back end developer, it will help you know which of the projects that you should be looking at, or which of them pick up your interest. Like if you look at this, you see the front end project, you see that the layer5.io. Uh, that project is okay. We have the site with GKL and the one in development with Gatsby. So all this Beshri.io. Sorry, did anybody want to say something? Mm. Or I thought I heard someone saying something. Shruti, am I still audible?
Yep, you are.
Oh, sure. Sorry. So you could look at the list of front end projects that are available here. You see a list of them: the Mesh3.io project website, the documentation sites built with GKL, the service mesh performance sites, SMP. All the links are attached here on each of the front end projects we have available. Then you could also look at the, if you're a back end dev, you could also look at the back end project we have available: the Mesh Tree with Golang, Mesh with TMP, Mesh Monkey, the SMI conformance. You could look at them also, and also the adapter dedicated repo. So this resource is really very helpful. So you know how to contribute better as per your stack. So you find a whole lot of that here on this resource. Then okay, so now we have made things very easy for you. So if you click on to for issues for graph, if you click onto this link, it's like a query for all the issues with the label, or I think that's help wanted. Sorry about the car noises. I'm so sorry. I'm actually like outside in an open space, so you're going to be hearing a whole lot of car noise. But I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. So back onto what I was saying. So when you navigate from every link here takes you to labels that we have created, the search query, and the ones that are open. So all these issues are with the label help wanted. So you could any of them that has not been taken by a community member or a contributor, you could just make a comment, a kind comment, or to take up the issue, and someone in the community will assign you the issue to tackle on. So each of this, I think we have to take off this October 1st thing, since we are past October 1st now. So like this same good first issue still does the same thing as the other. Takes you, just gives you like a list of all the issues currently open on the layer 5 repositories that are with the good first issue label. So another thing, you could follow us on Twitter at this links. These links take you to our Twitter handle. You can follow us on Twitter. And one other thing I want to mention, please, as you are contributing, you could start the repositories. So as you're contributing, you could navigate and star your favorite repository. So next up, I'm going to talk about this. We also have okay. There's the link for you to navigate to see all the layer 5 meetings, all the community meetings. So if you navigate, you to this link, you'd see all the community meetings that we usually have, so that you stay up to date with the timing and everything. So lastly, I'll talk about the open source questionnaire. So we appreciate feedback a lot. So we have this open source questionnaire we have curated to for you to fill in to help us serve you better here. So if you could kindly fill in this form, put in what tutorials you like to receive, or you like to take on, any where whether you've previously heard of it. All the questions here are based on how would serve you better and how would make things better for you as a first timer or a newcomer in AR5. So please, if you've not filled in this, even though you filled it before, you could fill it again and tell us what tutorial you'd like to see happen. So also, please, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm still same name on Slack, Rutikira, and or Shriti, or any person in the community. And also feel free to ask questions on the general channel, because you also get a whole lot of feedback there. So not only on as a direct message, but also feel free to ask questions as on the general channel, because you get like so many feedback from different people. Whatever question or whatever issue you are facing, you could ask on the general channel, and definitely people in the community will definitely reply and give you feedback on any question or any confusion you might be having. So I think at this point, is there like any question? Does anyone have any question or any topic they would like to discuss? Since I'm not like seeing any here, you could use the chat if you're not comfortable with speaking. You could put up the question in the chat and would still get to answer your question, no matter how the question is. So, is there any question at the moment?
Hi Ruth.
Yeah, hi.
Could you and Shriti please introduce yourselves such that we know like what are your areas and uh, just to better understand the community.
Okay, so that's actually, I'm sorry about not introducing myself. So I'll go first, then Treaty will go next. So yeah, I'm Ruth, and so the areas I really take on is with documentation. I recently started learning Go actually, so I do more of documentation and helping out in the community, or helping out organize newcomers, and help show you your way around if if you need help to tackle the issue. If I can't solve that particular issue, I would forward it to someone in the community that will be able to handle the issue. So feel free to ask anything. If I can't answer that question at the moment, I would forward it to someone that would properly give you context on the issue. And if it's something I can answer, we could talk about it, or we could hop on a call, a meet call, or a Zoom call, and give you hands on. And I'm also a meshmate, so I'm also explaining what the roles of a meshmate. So you could uh, talk to me anytime. My Slack is always open. You could send a message, and I'll do well to also reply. So I think that's. Is there any other question, Ayush, or is there any other question you want me to answer before I hand over to Shriti to uh, do a quick introduction?
No, that would be enough for me. Thank you for introducing.
Sure. So Shriti, I think over to you.
Thanks for asking that. I used some chuckling because, well, that is exactly the kind of question I wanted somebody to ask because it helps us get to know each other better more than a more than we can possibly do on a virtual platform. I introduced myself at the start of the call, but let me do it in a better way. Um, hey, my name is Shruti Chandra. I'm an engineering student. Currently, I'm a GSOD intern with CNCF, and I'm using Layer5's central project Meshri for showcasing SMI conformance practices. I recently also took on a semi-permanent role at Layer5 as the community manager. I'm not sure if I'm audible. I'll repeat that. I recently took on a semi-permanent job at Layer5 as the community manager. So please feel free to throw any questions on me that you'd want to. Anybody who has joined the community recently would also have received a member from me, or would have been granted access to the Layer5 resources by me. So I'm also working with Meshri serial command cases. So if anybody is interested in that, hit me up with questions. We'll find you something to work on. That's it, I guess.
Yeah,
Sorry,
thank you,
sorry.
Shruti. Yeah.
You said you also work on something.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Alishes.
You said you also work on. I didn't get that part. Sorry.
Oh, you didn't get what I was saying?
No, you said you also work like you work on something, but I didn't get that part. Like you said, we should message you if we want to know more about this something. I didn't get what are
Oh,
you working?
I'm working with Meshri serial command cases. Meshri CTL is the CLI used by Meshri. Whoever
Okay,
wants to work with Go
go.
will
Okay,
basically be concentrating their efforts on there.
okay,
A much better person to go contact would be Nupura Kush. I'm way more of a beginner than them. But if you want to get started out, or if they're busy, hit me up. I'll help you out.
okay. Thank you.
No issues. Well, that's all for me.
Yeah, I wanted to ask something, Shriti. You
Hey,
might help
sure.
me on this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Uh, could you give a brief idea about what these two projects are? I see in the doc it is Mishri operator and uh, SMI conformance. That one.
Do you mean Meshri or Meshri operator?
Both actually.
All right. Meshri operator is not actually a very public project at the moment. I'm not sure where you saw it. But all right, let me introduce it.
Yeah, it's there in the doc, Layer 5 repository overview doc.
Yeah, it's not very public at the moment. It's not very, let's say that, well publicized at the moment. Um, I'm not sure a lot of you have worked with service meshes in general. Oh, we have Hasana with us, by the way. Hasana has been doing some pretty good work with Meshri serial command cases. Hey, Hasana, would you like to say hi? If you can.
Hi everyone. I just started with Mesri CTL few enhancements, like maybe small bugs actually. Yeah, I just started in October. Yeah.
Don't be modest. Hasana already has 2 PRs in very successful. um, right. Yeah,
Hello,
let me introduce Meshri.
hello,
Hey,
hello.
hello.
Yeah. Are you just about introducing Mesh? Because I'm about to ask like, what does it do? What does it offer? Like, what is it all
Yep,
about?
I'm about to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Great. All right. I'm not sure how many of you have heard about or worked with service meshes. If anybody has, please speak up. That'd be great. It'll save me about the next 5 minutes of explaining. All right. If you've heard of microservices instead, that would help too.
I have read on both of these, but I cannot speak to it.
All right. Um, I won't take up this meeting to explain what service meshes are exactly because that is out of the scope for the next 25 minutes and it will take much longer to explain. I'll explain it in a very short definition and you can go read up on it almost anywhere. Service meshes are basically, let's say, a type of microservice which is built into the architecture of your cloud. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. It's a microservice that is built into your cloud architecture, which gives it the benefit of, well, being interoperable, being more efficient, being time saving, storage efficient, and a lot of other features. What Meshri does, let me rephrase again. Service mesh architecture has three kind of planes. Meshri is the base plane, which basically means that it's the management plane. And currently, Meshri is the largest project that supports and provides adapters for the largest collection of service meshes currently available in the market. Meshri currently supports 8 service meshes. By managing service meshes, it means that it provides you a platform to interact with them, to compare them, to work with them in an easy manner. The SMI conformance spec comes in here because the SMI conformance spec was recently released as a way to compare two service meshes and come out with an analysis of their particular features, or basically to say which one is running more efficiently. Meshri also allows you to run performance tests and using a variety of loaders, Nighthawk, etc. It also allows you to deploy sample apps or other performance features like Grafana or Prometheus. Depending on the adapter, the features are different. You can either go run Meshri yourself in your local system, or you can go read about it in the documentation. Meshri CTL, which I just talked about, is the CLI or the command line interface of Meshri, which is written in Go. So if you want to work with Go, that's the best place to start out. It's a relatively small project as well, so it'll be easier to start out. The Meshri UI is built with React and Next.js, so anybody looking to work with that can go help out there. Does that answer your question, by the way, about Meshri? Before I go rambling off to another project. Shivam, I think you asked. Shivam Singh? Anybody? Just speak up, please.
I think you can move to the next topic.
All right. Okay. I'll actually let Ruth continue with the side projects. Ruth, would you mind?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
I'll let you continue with the explaining these side projects, Layer5 NG and so on.
Oh, okay. I think I was almost done with that.
Sure.
Let me quickly share my screen.
Sure. Hey, Rodolfo. Thank you for joining in.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, while I try to do that, Rodolfo, you could like give an introduction and say hi. I think this is the first time you're joining the call, yeah?
He's been on community calls before.
No, I mean like this newcomers call.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Rodolfo, we have this embarrassing tradition of introducing ourselves on each newcomers call. I just went. It's your turn. No pressure, of course.
Sorry, are you talking with me? Sorry.
Yep, we are.
Ah, do you want to introduce myself?
Yep, if you can.
Ah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Hey, good morning, all. I am Rodolfo Martinez. I am software developer at Rackspace. I have experience in web development mostly, and also in infrastructure with Kubernetes. I'm uh, I'm from Mexico, and I want to join, or I'm part of this community because I think it's very friendly and helpful for two reasons. One is that I can learn a lot of things like service meshes, and another thing is like I can contribute to the project with my current knowledge. So I think it's incredible to be in this community.
I'm framing that last sentence of yours, Rodolfo.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just kidding. I was saying I'm framing that last sentence of yours.
Yeah.
I'll let Ruth continue. Go on.
All right. Thanks for that quick introduction. So I'll go ahead and share my screen and give the last. Is it visible? Is my screen visible?
Yep.
Yeah, it is now.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
sure. Okay, so I gave a run through of the resources you can find on the newcomers meeting. For those joining in, I talked about the information here and the guides we have available and how to get on issues. We did it like a search query. Once you click on this link, it will get you on an issue. So the last thing I want to chip in is so we have the GitHub community. There are 5 community. So we have like 44 repositories, and you could pick after looking at the repository overview, which is this resource. Sorry. So after looking at this resource and choosing which projects you want to take on or what projects you are comfortable with doing as per your staff, you could head over to this area and you could do a search for the project here, or there are some pinned repositories. So for I'm going to use the Layer 5 sites repository for an example. So this is the Layer 5 repository that hosts the two websites. We have the Layer5io.io website. So does someone want to say something? I can hear some noise. Uh,
Piyush, we can't hear you.
Please, mute.
okay. Okay. I thought someone wanted to say something. So this is the Layer 5 this is the current website, but we have another one with Gatsby in development. But if you hop onto this repository, you could look on at the issue area and find an issue you want to contribute to. And once you head over to the issue area, you see like a list of issues that are available. That you just click on any of the issue. So let's look at, I think, let's use this first one. Yeah. So you click on the issue, and once you click on the issue, you can read with AR5. We always like explain and give you so much resources on what the issue is about. And if you do not understand what has been explained here, you could ask on the Slack channel, or you could just make a comment and ask for more context on the issue. So if you're good to go on the issue, you could make a comment on taking it up, and it will be assigned to you. Someone in the community would kindly assign it to you, and you take it up. And if you have any issue as per working with the working on the issue, you can kindly ask in the general channel or as a comment on the issue. And also I want to put up something again. if your if your pull request, if you've made a pull request and it's not being looked at immediately, please do not feel discouraged. Just since they are like different, we have layer 5 has like different repositories, particularly the person to review your issue might be busy at that point. So please do not get offended when there's no quick response on your issue, on your pull request. It will definitely be looked at. And also, if there's so much discussion going on the issue, on the pull request rather, as in request for changes or request for anything, also do not feel discouraged, because we are this is a part of learning. So it's a medium for you to learn more about things, and be patient to just feel free to always ask your questions, or whatever problem you might have with the pull request or the feedback you've gotten or the changes. We are here to improve more on how we do things here, and your feedback and your thoughts, your ideas are always welcome. So it's not just about asking the questions, but you could also give ideas. If you've seen something in the community or in the particular project, and you think it can be done better, you could open up an issue. You are free to open up an issue, a new issue, and put up context on what you think can be implemented. You can also put it up on, if you're not comfortable with putting it up on the GitHub, you could also put it up as on the Slack channel. You could give feedback during the community meeting. You could give feedback here, anywhere. As we Your feedback and your ideas are welcome. We appreciate so much feedback here. And lastly, I'm going to also talk about, I'll chip in again. I think I talked about that earlier, but I'm going to talk about it again, the open source questionnaire. So like I said, this is like a Google form for you to fill in and let us know what you want, what tutorial you love to see, and ideas or questions if you want to sign up for the mailing list. Even though you've sorry, even though you feel this again before, you could feel it again and let us know what tutorial sorry what tutorial you'd love to see. So that's all from my end. Do you have like any, is there any question? Sorry. Or if there's no question, I think Shriti, I think you could take over from here.
Sure. All right. We only have 10 minutes left, so let me ask an open-ended question. Does anybody have any issues or any questions that you want to ask? And feel free to, because we've all been there. We've all been starting out at some point. It can be related to
I
the
have a
project.
question.
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's related to the how we run the frontend app. I have seen that we have two addresses, one for provider UI and another for the Mercury app. And both apps are running in localhost 3000 and the other one localhost 3001. What is the difference? Why we have two of them?
Um, that's a very good question. Okay, so when you install and run Mesh on your local system, it automatically or pre-launches it to, I think, 9081 port. When you're working with the UI, however, or building the UI locally, it will first build to 9081 port, and then if you want to make any changes, you have to run the deb UI command, so that any changes that you make in the code will be simultaneously regurgitated on the local deployment so that you can see your changes before committing them. That's what happens when it's switching ports to 3000. Does that make sense?
Yes, but if we want only access to the Measure app,
Yeah.
we need
Oh,
to
then you
like
don't
authenticate
need
or
to
select a
go.
provider.
Yeah, great. Then you don't need to go build the UI, Rodolfo. You can that. One great thing about Meshery is that it's one command away from being. Well, let me show you actually. Uh, I was hoping this wouldn't turn into a tutorial today, but well, never mind. Um, that's. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Great. All right, let's get started. Choose a platform and see how easy it is to start managing service meshes. Choose your platform. I'm using Windows here, so I'm going to go with this. It's literally a one-line command. Like this is all you need to get started and have the Meshery UI loaded onto your server. Let me show it to you. Um, I just have to share my entire screen. Just 1 second. Have you tried running it in your local, by the way?
Yeah, I download the GitHub code and I executed those commands of make dev UI and the other one for the backend.
Okay, nice. Again, that's not the way to go if you just want to pull up the application. That's the way to go if you want to build or work with the UI. I'll just demonstrate the difference right now. Just 1 second. My network's a little down. Okay, should be up now. Yep. Let me share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Great. All right. So this is the Meshery UI or the landing page that you land up on after you run the UI dev command. I'm guessing you'll have to select a provider and then you'll have to sign in.
Right.
After which you
Right.
land up here. Yeah. All right. So this is the dashboard. Let me show you what I ran to um, achieve this. All right. Let me just share my entire screen. Is this visible?
Yes.
Great. All right. So I'm on Windows, which means it is a tiny bit tougher for me. Not because of Meshery, because of the entire Linux integration into WSL. So what I did was I either went into the Meshery repo that I already have cloned on my system, and I simply ran Meshery serial system start. And if I do not want to do that, I could also have run um, this command, which what it basically does is it clones the repo and runs Meshery in one single command. I already had the repo cloned, so I did not run this. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Thanks, Shiri.
Great. I'm guessing you use these instructions. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just a sec. Let me put it up. Um, did you use these instructions?
Yes, and write those.
Yep. All right. So this is simply for accessing the Meshery UI. It's kind of a contributing guide, which basically means that if you're working or building the UI or making changes to it, this is what you run because this allows you to. I think it'll be mentioned here. Should be mentioned here. Yep. Anytime changes are made to the Go code, you'll have to stop the server and run the above command again, which is why you switch to a port 3000 so that you don't have to do that.
Okay, sounds good.
Great. If you're just running Meshery on your local system, well, this is all you need. It depends on which platform you're on. Brew is good if you're running on Mac. Kubernetes works on, well, anything. Windows, if you're not using WSL, or if you're simply using a basic CMD or a basic Git bash, this would work well. If you are on WSL or any Linux VM, this works perfectly. For this, there are a few prerequisites, by the way. You need to have a running Docker system enabled on your system, and to work with Mesh-tree, you'll have to have a Kubernetes cluster up and running. A few pointers there. Mesh-tree auto detects your Kubernetes config. I am running on Windows, so Docker Desktop is kind of my best bet for running a proper Docker enabled system. For me, it auto detected it. If it doesn't auto detect your config for you, all you need to do is make your way to settings. You have to go find your kube config manually. If you don't know how to do that, well, the Kubernetes documentation would be a very good place to start. If you still can't, well, a simple Google search will solve it for you. It's usually in the home directory under a .cube file. If it is in the home directory, Mesh-tree will auto detect it. If it's not in the home directory, then you'll have to manually upload it and choose the context name. It's not showing for me because it's already configured. But you'll have a couple of options, including including Minikube or a K3 cluster or Docker Desktop or basically any cluster that you're running. Another thing that you might want to know is pinging adapters. So currently Mesh-tree supports 8 adapters. The NGINX one is still in beta phase. You can ping any of these adapters and then go install these service meshes on their management pages. For example, I've already pinged it, or it's already been pinged for me. So all I need to go do is define a namespace, name it to anything that you want. I'm running it for OSM right now, open service mesh. Go select the version of the service mesh that you want to run, and it'll be installed for you. Click on it. I don't think it'll be for me because my cluster is not running as far as I'm aware. But if yours is, what it will do is it'll notify you really soon. It won't work for me right now because my cluster is not up. Wasn't planning for a tutorial here. But yeah, that's all you need to run, set up, and work with Mesh-tree. This is a good way to start out because you'll have real-time interaction with it, which helps you understand it better, I suppose.
Yep,
So for
right.
Great. So for anybody wanting to start out with Mesh-tree or working with Go with Mesh-tree CTO, please do go run Mesh-tree. It'll be a nice experience for you. I'm sure about that. That's it. Any other questions? Anybody? All right. If there are no other questions, well, we're on time. So thank you for joining in, everybody, and grateful to our host, Ruth, from which I just usurped the mic.
Thanks everyone for joining. Yeah.
All right. You'll be noticing me on any of the community meetings. If you want to join in, please do. We really encourage and we really want you to. You'll find any of the meeting links in the. There's this link in the meeting minutes, which will redirect you to a table on the Layer5 site. You can find any of the meeting links or the meeting minutes on that table. Join us for the community meeting, join us for the Mesh-tree dev meeting if you are planning to start out with Mesh-tree, if you're planning to start out with any of the Layer5 site projects or the web dev projects. Join us for the websites meeting. The Mesh-tree dev meeting is on Wednesday. The websites call is on Monday. and the community call is on Friday. The timings will be uploaded on the meetings table. Please do go have a look. And that's it. Thank you for hearing me blabber on for almost 30 minutes. Thank you for joining in, everybody. See you same time
Thank you
next
for
week.
having us.
Yeah,
Okay.
bye
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye.
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 Thank you, Shriti. Thank you, Ruth. Bye.
Hey, thanks. Bye.